Hey everybody, what is up? We're here at Highland Cycles with Morgan. He doesn't want to do a 5-minute video because he's got a lot going on. He's about to go. He doesn't want to help out new riders.
Whatever.
Guilting him into doing a 5-minute or shorter video.
Right.
Okay. So one question that noobs have for you.
Yeah.
Riding a 2-stroke bike that's fairly built, will it destroy it if you don't keep it in the optimal RPM range for it?
No.
Oh.
The only thing it might do is if you don't keep it wound out is it might foul a plug and it might make a lot of spooge coming out of the exhaust because it's not burning all the gas and oil.
Yeah.
But it won't hurt anything at all.
And it'll probably last longer, actually, won't it? Because you're not winding it out so much.
Yeah, it's not going to hurt. It's not living up to its potential.
Yeah.
But it's not going to hurt anything.
And you will get spooge. I know my exhaust is like spooging oil.
Yeah.
The gas is burning off, but the oil is building up.
There's an optimal RPM, that thing likes to burn all that oil, and there's always a little bit of unburnt oil in the combustion of a 2-stroke, but it's worse when you're not up in the RPM. But other than that, no, it's no big deal. Like my kids grew up on 2-strokes and they weren't always on the gas, and I replaced spark plugs and silencer packing is really what those are the things that you have to replace, which is a lot cheaper than motors.
Yeah.
Like forgetting to put oil in the gas, for instance.
All right. So are those spiny, I forgot the brand name.
Funnel web.
Air filters really worth the money?
Well, they're not actually any more money than the Twin Air. So they don't cost any more. And yes, I do think that they work because I've tested them on my bikes. I've got them on both of my little bikes, and
He's tested them on both of his bikes, and after a long day.
I've tested them on both bikes, and after a long dusty day, with those, I can still see some open ground basically on the air, open foam where more air could get through. Whereas on a normal filter, just like caked like a mud ball. I think they work for sure. You don't really need it if you're cleaning your air filter a lot and you're not racing or riding in super duper dusty conditions for very long, because really all it does is it extends the time before you need to clean your air filter.
Gotcha.
It doesn't make the bike run any better. It doesn't make the bike, whatever. It just makes it go longer, but before you actually have to change it or clean it.
Very good. So the debate on spray foam or spray oil versus soak oil for filters.
Spray is easier and cleaner because it's all contained in a can. You spray it on. If you use good stuff, it works just as well. The problem is that it's expensive. At $13 a can or $10 a can, you can go through a can every 2 to 3 filter changes. Whereas if you buy the liquid stuff, it's $13, $14 for a quart, and then it lasts a whole lot longer because you get a lot better coverage out of it, and easier. So you dunk the thing, you lift it, and you squeeze the excess back into the bucket you just dunked it in, put a lid on it, put it on the shelf. So it's easier to get good coverage with the liquid stuff, but the spray stuff is just more convenient. I use the spray stuff here at the shop because it's convenient and I don't have to have a bucket of stuff that gets all gnarly. But at my house, I'd probably use the liquid.
Gotcha. And then what do you wash your bike with?
I use Muck Off cleaner, bike cleaner. It's MUCOFF. They make an awesome cleaner. It doesn't hurt brakes, it doesn't hurt plastics, it doesn't hurt paint, doesn't hurt anything. But it also gets stuff really, really, really clean. And it's relatively inexpensive because you dilute it. Like a liter of it is like $28, but you get 4 liters of cleaner out of that. And the thing I like about it is that you spray the bike down, get it wet, spray that on it, your solution on it, walk away for a few minutes, let it marinate, and then you come back and blast it off and it's super clean. The one thing I will say is that it does not take off two-stroke spooge. Like if you're riding a two-stroke and you get a lot of spooge running down all over your bike, that cleaner does not cut that grease that well. So if you have a whole bunch of buildup over years and you haven't, whatever, it won't take it off. You gotta either mechanically get it off with like a pressure washer really close to it, or you need some sort of pretty gnarly degreaser.
Degreaser for it. Any recommended?
No, any of the stuff like I've
Simple Green or whatever.
Yeah, I mean the muck off is degreaser too, but Simple Green doesn't really work. I'm talking more like
commercial degreaser.
Commercial like the foam stuff from engine.
Yeah, engine degreaser or something like that.
Yeah, like that stuff works best for that.
And then one last question: how important are these?
For me, they're only important when you're washing, and they're not the end of the world. Like I use them out back because we have a bunch, and I chuck them in the bikes when we're washing bikes, but I actually don't use it in my bike that often because I ride my bike a lot. And so after I'm done washing the bike, I always fire the bike up and run it and get it all nice and hot again to kind of cook all the water or vaporize all the water. And that takes care of the water that does get in the exhaust. So it's not super important. A lot of guys like it. Oh, Angry Zach sheets.
Angriest man in motorcycles.
But yeah, I mean they're nice to have. The problem is if I've had them for myself in the past, and I always lose them, so I just quit bothering.
Yeah.
And then also if you're kind of careful about how you wash it, you know, like just
don't spray straight down in your exhaust.
Right into the exhaust. And that has to do with actually washing of all kinds because.
Don't spray really directly toward your air filter or any of that stuff either.
That or wheel bearings or any other bearings because you'll just end up spraying water into the bearings and then
blowing the grease out.
Yeah, having to replace bearings more often.
So not bad to have is what I'm finding out, just not absolutely necessary.
A lot of guys use it when they travel.
For rain or something?
Yeah, for rain, like if they're traveling a long way, hours away somewhere, bike in the back of the truck, they'll put that in there so weather doesn't get in there.
Gotcha. Well, thanks. We're going to be doing more videos for beginners on not only Highland Cycles. Go check out Highland Cycles on YouTube and Facebook, right? You have Highland Cycles on Facebook.
YouTube.com/. So yeah, you can check us out at youtube.com/Highland Cycles and Facebook.com/Highland Cycles and Instagram @Highland Cycles and TikTok @Highland Cycles.
If you want to see all his bells and fells, go to TikTok. That's where most of those are posted as well.
We're giant on TikTok.
And I am Screaming Piston Speed Customs on Instagram. And I am the same on TikTok. And you can go to Off-Road Independence on Facebook. And also I'm starting up my Off-Road Independence podcast again, which will be all of this stuff. Sweet. So yeah, Morgan's great help. Highland Cycles here in Montrose, Colorado. If you ever come out this way, want to check out trails, he knows all the info. You can also stop and get map books for $15 a piece, or both for, all three for $40. And so come check that out. If you need gear, he's got some gear and definitely got parts in the shop, and they do awesome service. So I will talk to you guys in the future. Take care. Thanks for stopping by. See you later. Bye.